I did not have any idea. Sitting at the table at the Monday luncheon, it was announced that Cliff Bolner and Richard Kardys, and then it said Richard Dick Kistner, 65. I was so surprised and humbled because, as I said, Patsy and I were very close to Buck Wires. And to be put in a category with Buck Wires is an honor. And of course, it's an honor with all of the recipients of the Polly Krueger. They've all worked extremely hard and dedicated their lives to a lot of things for A&M.
I was totally surprised. I looked over at my wife and just said, like, what? And my two kids were there, and I should have been suspicious, but there was a sports talk going on. I thought, well, they want to be there to hear that sports talk because they're big sports fans. So I just was so honored. When you look at the incredible people who have received that award in the past, you know, some of whom are no longer with us, who were friends of mine, and then some who are still with us and are just incredible Aggies, such great people, accomplished so much in their lives. I mean, to be included in a group like that just means everything.
Dad was being considered for the Polly Krueger Award at Aggie Park. I thought, that's Dad. That's just what it should be. And then I heard that the other two guys, Dick Kistner and Richard Kardys, they're in good company. Those two guys are outstanding Aggies also. But I was very proud for Dad. He deserved it. I was glad for the recognition in San Antonio because he was already distinguished alumnus up in College Station, distinguished business school in College Station. And the Aggie Park here chose to honor Dad this way, and I'm very proud of that.
C.C. Polly Krueger, just his physical stature, was a gentleman, was a person to really look up to and admire. All of his abilities, his skills, his love for Texas A&M, and I did meet Polly Krueger several times and enjoyed it very much.
As to what I knew about Polly Krueger, I never knew the man personally. Obviously, saw his name on a dorm and at Texas A&M, was aware of the artwork collection he had given to Texas A&M, is still displayed in the Memorial Student Center. Have enjoyed that over the years. I learned after reading some more about him, I knew he was a great Aggie. He helped start the San Antonio A&M Club. I think that was back in 1921 or so. He was the first president of the San Antonio A&M Club, and also helped get the Mothers Club here in San Antonio started. And then I learned he went on to World War I, where he started as a lieutenant, I think in 2 or 3 years, finished as a major, led men in combat and then in war, and so just a great citizen, a great soldier. When he came home, he continued to do great things for our community, certainly the San Antonio A&M Club. It was actually on the Board of Regents, is what we call it now, for the whole system of Texas A&M. So, a very accomplished man in so many aspects of what he did for this club, what he did for Texas A&M, what he did for his community, what he did for our country in war. So, my gosh, what a person to have an award named for, and for me to be receiving that.
My first memory of Dad being involved in A&M, when we moved to our house in, I guess, the early 60s, we moved, and I found a clarinet case. I thought, clarinet case? Well, Dad said, well, it's my clarinet. He played in the Aggie band, the clarinet, of all things. And the story behind that, him and his 3 or 4 buddies from Central They're all in the band at Central, ROTC at Central. They went to A&M, ROTC of course, but they didn't want to be in the band. They'd had enough of that in high school. The first game, football game, they see the band, they went straight over and joined the band for the rest of their career at A&M. It's a great story. Great story.
Favorite tradition would have to be Silver Taps. Ring Day would be another great one. If you never had a chance to give rings to Aggies on Ring Day, it is one of the great experiences you'll have. And if you ever think the spirit's dying at A&M, just show up for that.
If you had to pick just one of the six.
One of the core values
if you had to pick.
that I had to pick, I would pick integrity. Mainly because you can demonstrate professionalism through integrity. And if Aggies do anything, they need to always demonstrate to be professional. And that's why so many other universities look to A&M. And I think that's a lot of people need to know that professionalism is what brings people to want to talk and be around Aggies.
If Dad was here, he'd be talking about the values here at Aggie Park, A&M Club. We have the building that the community can use now. It's this fantastic building here that you can have weddings and events and whatnot. That's what you do. The money that the club raises for scholarships. I love endowed scholarships that kids can have, get to college the first time, get through the college without too much debt. That's just amazing stuff we got to do. And I think it's incredibly important. And then the third thing is the camaraderie that the club has. The events we have, watch the football games on Monday morning after the fact. It's a community of Aggies working together for the betterment of the city of San Antonio, I think.
I'll echo something Porter Gardner has said so many times. This is the best club in the world, the San Antonio A&M Club. The current leadership, I think they're doing one of the best jobs I've ever seen.
Some people see through people. Other people see people through. And that's a thought that sharing and giving is about to me. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice.
Thank the committee and all the folks who put this together to decide that Dad deserved this award. He would be exceptionally proud of the fact that people understand the long-term input that you have into clubs and community response to understand what he's done all these years and to recognize it formally. It would be just a great honor for him. There's no doubt about it.
To the San Antonio A&M Club, and to all the people who are here tonight for the Polly Krueger Award, and to the memory of Polly Krueger and all those people who have gone before, who have received that award, I give you my profoundest thanks and respect.
Well, this is Dick Kistner, and I'm very happy to be a C.C. Polly Krueger recipient, and I thank those who have got me to this point. And there's been many, many, including my wife and my family and my great friends. Thank you very much.